I didn't know that they have like assigned seats that you pay for. Right?
Is this for Rosh Hashanah?
No, it's just a normal Shabbos.
They have assigned seats for normal
Yeah,
Shabbos?
yeah, they have assigned seats for normal Shabbos, right? So I'm like the first person in the shul, like open the place practically, right? I'm there for davening. I get there early. This was years ago.
Like how many?
I would say 1988.
Okay.
Okay?
88?
Yeah.
22 years ago.
Yeah, it was about 22 years.
Wow. Okay.
All right, and I was really, like, into it back then. I was the first guy in the base midrash, and I was the first guy in the shul, and I'd already taken my mikveh, and I'd already learned a bunch, and I'm sitting there like, let's go, let's bring on the davening, right? And the place starts filling up, and they all fill around me, right? I had no way to know that everybody had like assigned seating, right? So then we're like 15 minutes into davening, it's already late, and some guy walks in late, and he's like, get out of my seat, dude, you're in my seat.
I'm sure he didn't say that.
And I'm like, I've been here for 45 minutes, idiot, like, I could have been sitting anywhere else during this time, right? So now I didn't have a seat at all, and I had to watch davening from the kitchen, because there was no seats now. I was the first person in there, but the place filled up while I was sitting there. Now I'm in the kitchen. That's the thanks I get. Not one person would give me their seat, and offer it. I was the first person in the shul, but because I'm not a member, and I don't have assigned seating, so I can go fuck myself with the rugelach in the kitchen, right? So that is yik. And then, people say, oh, yik is such a happy place. You know what I say? Yich. That's what I say. Yich, yich. And I won't go back there. Feh, that place.
Well, they're not an outreach shul. They're not a shul for converts, and they're not a shul for Balei Tshuva. They're a shul mainly for people who are frum from birth and who grew up with each other.
Right. It's like a little clique, and like if you come in from the outside, it's like, ooh, go in the kitchen. We don't need you, motherfucker. And I'm like, you know what? You'll never see me again because I've got your yech right here. All right. You want to go to the next thing?
I want to talk about the story. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the second thing. That was the first one.
So there was a Friday night, and
yeah.
I went to this party at an Orthodox friend's house, and I was kind of standing around thinking about the Torah portion. And this woman goes, Levi! She goes running up, gives me a big hug. It's like, for me to touch a woman, it's like, it's just not the way about people.
No, you don't. You never touch women, just
never. And so, but I didn't want to say or do anything, so I pretended to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a serious nefesh to have to pretend that.
Yeah, I took some acting classes, so...
Yeah, you're a very good actor, by the way, let me tell you.
Thank you. Did you see my work in What Women Want?
One of these things.
So then we go sit down on the bed, and she sits on my lap, and she starts running her fingers through my beard, and tells me what she wants for Christmas. That she wants a pony, and she wants her daddy to come home from the war.
Wait a minute, I saw this on your Facebook last week.
And she wants her mother to stop making out with me.
That was on your Facebook.
Let's not go into details.
Okay, all right.
And she had another friend there, and so somehow we all got very physically intertwined there on the bed. People kind of looking and thinking, this is kind of inappropriate. It's an Orthodox host and Orthodox gathering, and here I'm intertwined on bed with two women. So
look out!
I'm trying to think about Torah, but
yeah.
So anyway, these women get up to go about 11 p.m. So I go with them. It's 11 p.m. on a Friday night, and they're about to drive off somewhere, and they've been drinking. So I think, I can't let them drive off and put their lives in danger and the lives of other people. I should invite them back to my place for the holiday.
Right, because it's a mitzvah.
It's a mitzvah to save their lives. But on the other hand, it's against Jewish law to be alone in a room with a woman, let alone two women.
No, actually, two women. It's not yichud.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, two women won't be yichud. So yeah.
Two men. Well, check this out. This is a Torah thing. Mm-hmm. Two men alone with a woman at night. Mm-hmm. Unless they're really big Talmidei Chachamim, big, tzaddikim, that's yichud. Two guys and one woman is yichud. Because theoretically,
right,
she'll do them both.
I've heard about that.
Or she'll do one with the one watching, just like in the porn days, right? But two women with one guy, believe it or not, that's not yichud. Because the Torah says, the fact that the other one's there, it's going to keep the other one from making a move. I don't know, right? So it's three guys and one woman is not yichud, and 2 women and 1 guy is not yichud. Okay, go
Well,
ahead.
I thought about
But they have to be your Shemayim women.
these, not so much.
Okay.
So I thought about offering these women my honor,
Oh, here we go with this. Yeah.
but I feared that they'd honor my offer.
This is kind of like the oldest joke in the book.
And then all night I'd be honor an offer.
Oldest joke in the book. Gong.
So I was really torn in this quandary, but I mean, that's just how a Torah Jew thinks. Like, he kind of like weighs things up, and these are the kind of the
Well,
struggles.
it's good that you're even thinking about the Torah at a time like that.
Yeah,
You even
yeah,
stayed
yeah.
around.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't go flying out the door
Yeah.
like with your yarmulke.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
So that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, so how does that tie back to whatever the hell we were
Well,
talking
I'll
about?
tell you by giving a story. This old Jewish man, well, this old man goes into confession. It's like, he says, you know, Father, I'm 85 years old. I haven't been with a woman for 30 years, but then last week I met this 27-year-old woman. Over the past 7 days, we've made love 14 times. And the priest says, you know, why are you telling me this? The priest says, well, go say 7 Hail Marys and 5 Our Fathers. And the old man says, why should I do that, Father? I'm Jewish. And the priest says, you're Jewish. Why are you telling me this story? And the old man says, telling you, I'm telling everybody.
Okay, listen to me. What I'm saying is, what does this have to do with you opening yourself up that the shrink wants you to do something vulnerable?
I don't know, I'm telling everybody.
Okay. And you said there was we got into this subject because you said that your shrink wants you to open up and do something vulnerable every week.
Yeah.
And the first thing you wanted to relate was that was the story of Esha Torah. And I said, okay, so based on that, I'm thinking that you should go to Yik. And you said the second thing on the same topic, right, about opening yourself up with this story with these 2 women. And you told us the story. What does that have to do with opening yourself up?
Beats me.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah.
You just wasted 10 minutes of that's a whole YouTube.
But I feel better.
You should be paying me. You know, that's interesting. You know what I think is interesting?
So should we talk about the Pasha?
You know what makes me sad? You do. Maybe we should chug on down to Mamby-Pamby land where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon. Alright. Let me see who's in the chat room. By the way, have you been noticing that they've been having problems all night with the getting kicked out with the audio? Have you noticed that they're complaining about that all night? Right? You know, that problem's not going away.
Yeah.
There's a definite problem, you know, and I told you, you know, what we should try is that Ustreams. What do you think about that?
Oh.
What do you think?
I don't have strong opinions.
Huh? Because you see what's happening? You understand my whole principle here.
No.
As I explain, okay, can I get your attention?
Yeah.
Can I get your attention for 5 seconds?
Okay.
If Ustreams and cam streams are exactly the same, right? If they work the exact same way, and you outsource off-site to some other server, and you're getting problems with bandwidth on your
Cam streams, yeah. If you get a lot of people in the
that
stream.
means there's not. As soon as a lot of people get on, that means the servers at CamStreams don't have the bandwidth to handle a big crowd in our chat room, or who are tuned into us that night. So I'm saying maybe Ustreams can handle it better. Maybe they've opened themselves up and they've spent more money to create more bandwidth to handle more users. It's maybe worth it to switch over.
Well, I'm going to let you show the way.
Okay, well I have my own issues with. Don't even. I can't even get to the part where we load the Ustreams because my webcam just came and it's screwed up and I don't even want to go there. But okay, but that's what I want to say. Now, I want to say shout out a couple people here just who've shown up since before.
Ginger?
Ginger, hey, Ginger, how's it going? And that's Henry, by the way. That one right there, that's Henry. Henry, how's it going? You know, it's funny, did you see where he wrote that,
You banned him. You blocked him.
Yeah,
you defriended and blocked him.
Right, you know what it is?
On Facebook.
On Facebook, he used to be on my friend list. Man, I don't know this guy from Adams, to be honest, right? And he was a friend of a friend, you know, and he came on, and he started posting all this crap all over the place. And I was just like tired of having to delete